This video is showing you my DJI Phantom 2 FPV setup. I'm using the Immersion RC 600 milliwatt transmitter, IOSD Mini, Black Pearl 7-inch diversity monitor, and a plug-and-play cable. So the first thing you're going to want to do is unscrew the CAN bus port from the outside of the Phantom, like I'm doing here. Once you have that done, you're going to want to disconnect the wire from the actual CAN bus port. And before the video started, I unscrewed all of the screws from the top shell of the Phantom. So you're going to want to do that. And take the top shell off, disconnect the GPS wire right here. And next you're going to want to pull up the CAN bus port wire through the shell of the Phantom. Then you can go ahead and reconnect that wire to the CAN bus port. And these wires here for the cam port, I went ahead and disconnected that because you're not going to need those wires. So the next thing I did was I fed the plug-and-play cable through the same hole in the Phantom that I pulled the CAN bus port wire out of. Go ahead and do that. So once it's through the shell, you can go ahead and plug in IOSD Mini to the CAN bus port, and then the plug-and-play cable, the 4-pin white connector, into the IOSD Mini. And the 6-pin into the port that says cam on it. So the cable I'm using eliminates the need to solder all the wires together. Just plug everything in and it's ready to go. Then there's room to mount the IOSD Mini right past the battery on the inside of the shell. And I went ahead and mounted the CAN bus port on the board of the Phantom, a little double-sided tape. Once you have that installed, go ahead and make sure all your wires are tucked in. And next you're going to want to reinstall the top shell. Make sure everything's lined up correctly and that you plug your GPS wire back in. Make sure all the wires are inside the shell of the Phantom. And then on the other end of the plug and play cable, you're going to want to plug that into the Immersion RC 600 milliwatt transmitter. The cables that come with the transmitter, you can toss those to the side. Go ahead and plug that in. And I mounted it to the bottom of the Phantom with some double-sided tape. Make sure you mount the transmitter to one side or the other so you still have access to the battery. And once you have all that set up, make sure your GoPro and monitor are on the same NTSC or PAL settings. That's how I install my FPV setup on my Phantom.